Hello, and I am about to read to you part 1 of the story of Bunny. Part 1 is simply a prologue, so don't expect it to be quite long. Anyways, part 1, the creation, 2/15/2019. We start out at a place called Cyber Valley, where there is a restaurant that uses animatronics to entertain kids. Arctic's Pizza plus Ice Cream. The company that runs the place and makes the animatronics, Arctech Automation, was just using regular programmed animatronics at the time. But they were interested in using artificial intelligence to make the animatronics a little more interactive. So they started designing a prototype to test the AI. It was a blue bunny animatronic, and it was given several different accessories to appeal to different genres. This was that animatronic. Futuristic visor, eye patch, and some weird glitch particles. He was really kind of thrown together. 5/14/2019. After a long time of putting it behind, the animatronic was finally built. Since it was a prototype, it really didn't get a name. It did have a system name within its system. Bunny_unit no.24. The people at Arctech first tested if it could run without any programming. It could. Arctech was feeling confident that they could use AI, so they tested some basic abilities, such as speaking, walking, picking things up, playing guitar, its chosen instrument at the time, and the reboot process. Everything was successful, but they didn't put him on stage because there was still some more advanced tests they needed to do later. 7/10/2019. Arctech was working on other things, so the other tests on the animatronic were delayed. Except one guy wasn't informed on the animatronic and thought it was a new one to put on stage. He was put on stage by himself with the curtains. So it was put on stage, and nobody who worked there really noticed he was there. The kids liked him, though. The stage was only set up for programmed animatronics. It caused the bunny animatronic to get regular programming. It was designed for AI. Things weren't going to go well. Around the end of the show, the animatronic started glitching out. It was subtle, he still functioned, but slower. Then, bang! The workers escorted everybody out of the restaurant. Ambulances showed up. The animatronic has dropped its heavy guitar onto a kid. The place was closed down for a little bit. Arctech was trying to clean things up, and the guy who put the animatronic on stage was trying to find a new job. 11/24/2019. The place finally reopened, but the animatronic was thrown into the storage room and would be used for spare parts. It functioned still. Some workers at Arctech considered giving him a second chance, but they decided that the animatronic wouldn't perform anymore, but instead it would repair the animatronics between shows. The workers updated its AI computer chip so it had knowledge of technology and engineering. They also updated the chip with better systems so it could run better. That was going smoothly for a very long time. 2/27/2020. The mechanic position for the animatronic was still running smoothly. Somebody was trying to think of something to let the animatronic repair animatronics mid-show. He somehow managed to make a computer chip that let the user go invisible. It was a one-of-a-kind computer chip. He was very excited about it, and he didn't ask permission and just put the chip into the animatronic. He then told the other workers about his idea, but was told it wasn't a good idea and told him to not continue that idea. But he forgot to take the chip out. 4/21/2020. The animatronic was starting to become less efficient as the months went by, to the point where shows were starting to be delayed. The animatronic was removed from that position, and actual people were put there, because they don't wear down after a few months. At this point, they didn't know what else to do with the animatronic, so it was just put into storage for a while. 7/30/2020. Innovation. The Arctic lab was finally opened. They had more room for storage and experiments. The animatronic was put in there so they could keep it in a more safe area. The lab was running smoothly for a long time. There's a big machine in the center. It was tested on a few people, but nothing severe happened. Some minor mutations here and there. 10/23/2020. The bunny animatronic was put very behind, so not a lot of people remembered it. but one person did and decided to test it in the machine. He informed everybody what was happening. Everybody already expected the worst, so they hid in safe areas. The animatronic was reactivated and thought it was getting a third chance. He was let down, but was still up for the test. He was put in the machine, and something unexpected happened. All lights on the animatronic, including the eyes, went to bright red. Its head started twitching. It said nothing and walked out of the machine. It moved a bit more robotically. Normally, the AI makes it move smoothly. It was still silent. It very slowly looked at the guy who tested him, the first person it saw, and still said nothing. The person who put it in was slightly worried. Suddenly, the animatronic jumped at him aggressively. Everyone was shocked. The scientist wasn't injured, but he was still shocked. The wild animatronic found its way into the security closet and grabbed a pistol. The scared scientist quickly shut the animatronic down before anything gets worse. It had severely damaged the storage room door, and no one was able to access it. The animatronic was deemed useless right away, and was thrown into a room to never be used again. Or so it thought. To be continued in Part 2 of the reactivation. Thank you for sticking with me about this really short prologue. I hope you liked it, and hopefully sooner rather than later I'll have Part 2 done. See ya.